20 pounds. Better. Here we are, walking along the Zealand Trail. Plan A was to ascend the Falling Waters Trail and walk along the Franconia Ridge, enjoying stunning views and staying the night at Greenleaf Hut. Unfortunately, the weather forecast became grim and dangerous, with wind gusts up over 80 miles an hour, rain, likelihood of snow. I've been to Zealand area many times. However, I don't know if I've really come at this time of year. The trail's a little wet here. There's a water crossing. And it looks like some people have gone up there a little ways. Yep. Having waterproof boots really helps because it gives you confidence that you can easily step 2 inches into water for a moment or two with zero consequences. It's a super nice difference from trail runners, which if you're hesitant to get your feet wet, that's possibly going to make you a little more dangerous to yourself. People who are really brave with trail runners and do not hesitate to get their feet wet, then I suppose they're fine. Here is the next water crossing. Again, the usual rocks are underflowing water, so I might go over there. I'll test it out. Whew. Here it is, the beautiful, quintessential Zealand Bog Bridge. Iconic. Such a beautiful area. As I look around, I'm thinking there must be black spruce trees here. Perhaps over that way. Black spruce tends to grow in wet bog areas. It's a tall, skinny tree. A lot of the times it has a bit of a growth noticeable at the top and then thinning through the midsection of the tree. Halfway. Zealand Hut is right next door to that waterfall. So I'm almost there. I just have to circle around the pond and go up the hill. It is 42 degrees with a cold wind blowing. The 2.8-mile trail to get here is one of the easiest trails in the White Mountains, I would have to say. However, at the very end, there's a rocky path going uphill rocks to the hut to give everybody a taste of the true White Mountain terrain.
What? You said your number, so it's just 32:55. Yeah, I figured everybody who was coming in today would be wet and cold.
I've been sitting in here by the fire, chatting with other hikers and the caretaker for some time now, so I guess I better go pick a bunk. I could go way up there. Or maybe I'll choose the little dark bunk today. That looks cozy. And all those stuffed sacks were inside of a waterproof liner kind of a bag inside my backpack. And then in this Ziploc bag, I have some hand warmers and my wool long johns. Lend a hand trail in Mount Hale to the right. I saw several people making a loop out of it with the Zealand Trail. Oh, this isn't what I remember. There must be another part. Still, that does look treacherous. Trails over there. And if you mess up, you'd be going for a water slide. Screaming and hollering. Down, down, down. You'd probably catch yourself on the rocks before the big drop off. Waterfall is beautiful, but it smells so good from wood smoke. Oh wow, I was just taking off my rain jacket and I noticed that bunk up there has its own window. I need to switch to that bunk. It's a long way up here, but there's a handle. And look at that. Pretty good. Look at this. Beavers carry armfuls of mud back to their den and go inside and plaster the walls. Time to cook for dinner. I just cooked yesterday and brought my food. So I cooked some roast chicken and potatoes. I'm just going to reheat it up in this here pan.
spends like 2 or 3 minutes of every video just sitting there eating and watching.
I'm kind of tired, but pretty happy actually. It feels really good to be outdoors. And I'm leaving the hut and heading out. I thought about going a longer way and decided not to. I'm going the short way, whatever. And the hut was very nice. It's the kind of thing you cannot video conversations around the fire, but I learned so much because I don't do that very often. And that was a good experience. One of the birds I am learning well this spring is a black-throated green warbler because I've decided he says, black, 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 not green. He's not that green. There he is. And you can make up your own thing. If you hear a bird and you can look it up on the Merlin app or just figure out what it is and then imagine what you think he's saying or assign words to his song, and it will help you, there he is, help you identify him by sound. And it's a very fun, rewarding thing, especially if you don't usually see the bird because he's in a tree. And so today's plant is the false hellebore. False hellebores like to grow in wet areas. They emerge in the spring and will bloom later in the summer. They are poisonous if eaten, but beautiful to look at. They have pleated leaves with parallel veins. The leaves grow in alternate form, one on each side per node. Getting these water crossings done. This trip improved my confidence about hiking in the rain and using my gear in spring conditions. And I don't know, it's almost too easy. I kind of wish I was headed toward Gio right now. But then I remember those water crossings up higher I chose not to do. And I think, no, you don't. You don't wish you were going to Gio right now. You wish you were going to Gio on a sunny day. And maybe I will.